Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there, Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to give you more than one topic. I don't know exactly where I'm going to go with this. I didn't get anything together. I didn't put no precepts together. Just going to see where the Spirit takes me. Anyway, I'll give you some titles. First title is of this video is 7 women to 1 man. Isaiah 4:1. Europe to go completely digital by October. What else did I say I was going to go into? Well, we'll deal with that and other topics if the Spirit's on me. I don't know how long this is going to be, but anyway, I came across this video, and it was put up 10 hours ago. 80 women fight over 10 men. That's eight women to 1 man. That's more than 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. And we know the 7 represents completion. 10 men at Charlotte singles mixer event. The coffee pod. And this is some woman going to. She don't want to go, but she's desperate. She's desperate, right? And when you watch this video, if I remember, I put the link in the description. If not, you know where to go to. Chisa Z. Whatever. Maybe he's Nigerian. Sounds like he got a bit of an accent. So here she's going to this mixer, and she putting on the best Edomite, outfit on. She got the Edomite hair. At first I thought she was an Edomite with a tan. Jake women, they don't like the fact that you're going with Edomites, but you make yourself look just like an act, talk, dress like an Edomite woman. So why not go for the real thing? Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Anyway, so this is 7.5 women to 1 man. That's the ratio, 7.5 to 1. So I'm going to mute it, because you know how YouTube do. And let's bring it back. Bring it back. And she mentions the prize, which, immediately Isaiah 13 came to mind. And also 2nd Ezra's either 15 or 16. I believe it's 16. It could be 15. But we'll get it in a minute. Okay, so I got it on mute. It says, out, and you're just kind of trying to find any reason you possibly can to go home. That's me right now, about to walk in here, so she doesn't seem excited. This is him talking at all. Because you know why she doesn't seem excited? Because reality is going to hit her in the face. Because this 1 man, like I said, 7.5 women to 1 man. He can pick and choose. He knows that they're desperate. And don't listen to Bishop Nate, General Nate, the man on the horse. Don't listen to that guy talking about 7 women to take hold of 1 man in the kingdom. No, it's going to start on this side. It's happening now. Wake up and smell the coffee pod. Let's go. Okay, in here, so she doesn't seem excited at all to head to this event. I need to fix my attitude. You see, she got the Edom. She talks just like an Edomite. She got the Edomite, the glasses, the Edomite outfit, the Edomite hair. My attitude. Men act like And men act like the prize. Well, they act like the prize because they are the prize. They are the prize. Simply because we outnumber. Ooh, that's prophecy, and that's scripture. You gotta have some fun with this. Gotta have you can pick and choose now. So, hey, Edomite women, 9 out of 10 are either dealing with Jake men or fantasizing about Jake men. The one that's saying they don't is lying. They're lying. They know. Edomite women know that we are the gods of the earth. We taking shit over through the power, as Elder Yaikwab would say, as the authority and guidance of the Most High. Because we outnumbered them, like, truly, like, in there was like 75 women and 10 men. That's a 7.5 to 1 ratio. Look up the word ratio. I have so much to tell you. I lasted 17 minutes in their worst and only dating event I've ever been to. All right, so you guys heard it for yourself. This is the individual speaking, the gentleman speaking. Okay, see, she got this total Edomite vibe. You know, with the hand in the pot. That's an Edomite thing. She got the pantsuit on. She got the Edomite hair. She covering most of her face. She got the Edomite woman glasses on. You know? She's channeling an Edomite woman. And this is down south Charlotte. Charlotte was royalty from England. And Charlotte was named after the royalty of England, which was Jake at that time. I can go into the history. Was she a queen? She was in the royal family. But I'm not going to go into that. Jake is taking over, man. I mean, she got the whole Edomite hookup. Actually, she's cute. You know? But she got that to give it away. That old Edomite woman hand in the pocket stuff. Gotta have fun with this. Anyway, I didn't watch the rest of this. But now let's go to the precepts. She made a statement. She said that men think they're the prize. And come back to that. There we go. Let me go back a little bit more. Like I said, like I've been saying, I'm going to continue to say it. We taught you all the breakdowns. We go over the breakdowns. Good to go over full breakdowns. You know, myself, I like doing that. But we do more analyzing than anything else. If I find any reason you possibly can to go home, that's me right now, about to walk in here, so she doesn't seem excited. That's the individual for fix my attitude. Right, you're gonna have to fix attitude adjustments, because we are the prize. So my attitude, men act like the prize. Yes, and we are the prize. We are the prize. We don't need the Israelite woman to bring back the nation. We can bring back the nation with if the only woman left on the planet Earth are Edomite women, guess what? We're going to bring the nation back through Edomite women. Okay? And we're going to have concubines of the other nations in the kingdom, including Edomites. Unless the Most High said, nope. Okay, no problem. I have no problem with that. Most High said it. Okay, so now let me go to, let me see. Okay. Oh, tonight is the Passover, the 13th. What is this? March 13th at evening when the sun starts going down, of course. And it's going to be on a full moon. The new moon is not on the full moon. You count the new moon, which is a dark moon. You count 14 days. At evening is the Passover. The first part of the Passover is known as the feast. I mean, you got the Passover, then the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So you start eating unleavened. Anyway, for you ones out there that don't know how to keep the Passover, just go ahead and buy you some lamb, some bitter herbs, horseradish. That's what we use. And put the lamb in the make sure you cook everything before the sun go down. You roast the lamb, and you don't have to put salt on it, but you can sprinkle it with salt. That's also in the scriptures. But you don't have to, because the lamb has its natural saltiness to it. And you get the bitter herbs and the unleavened bread, and anything that you got that has yeast in it, not vinegar, but yeast, you take it out. I have, I think I have 2 or 3 things that have yeast in it. There's a product that I get that's like it's a corn tortilla type thing, but it's got yeast in it. So I got to take it out the house. I have a thing of breadcrumbs, which breadcrumbs is made from yeast. And I got a jar of jerk sauce, which has a little bit of yeast in it. So that's all got to go in there. Other than that, I don't got no yeast in the house. And then what you do is you say a quick prayer. You might read a psalm. You might read Exodus 12, and that's it. Because when I'm gonna get back in the main subject, because people are trying to, we got the ceremony going. But when Yahushua called the Passover with the apostles, they didn't have no ceremony. They just got the food. Somebody cooked the food in a room. And they ate the lamb, bitter herbs. They took the bread. And then they sang some hymns, meaning they sung some psalms. And that was it. But we made it into a traditional thing with the Torah. And I'm going to lead it tonight because Apostle Ramlab he's been out of town for almost a year. So I believe he's in Texas right now. So he'll be holding it out there. So I'll be officiating it. I'm going to modify it a little bit. We modified it through the years. But we're going to still keep it accordingly. I'm sorry, where was I going? Oh, Isaiah chapter 4. And this is coming to pass as we speak. We should all be familiar with this. And in that day, that's talking about now. Let me do something. And in that day, Nate said, oh, that's the kingdom. Well, what is this woman going to a speed dating event? And she knows she's there's 8 women and 1 man. Right, Isaiah. Wow, this is a topic right here. Okay, Isaiah 5:3, and in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of the sea, and if one look unto the land, behold darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened in the heavens thereof. That's the missiles. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an insight of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. That's talking about Yahushua and ultimately the kingdom. So in that day is really referring to the time that we're living in and coming to the kingdom. So Isaiah 4:1 is going to happen, and it's happening. Watch the video. Isaiah 12:1, and in that day thou shalt say, O Yahweh, I will praise thee, though thou wast angry with me, thine anger is turned away, and thou comforteth me. And the Lord been angry with us for years, but now the Most High is comforting us. How did he do that? He gave us the Comforter. I'm not talking about Tazadakia. 4th verse. In that day shall ye say, praise Yahweh, and we're saying it, call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make mention that his name. Ooh, that's happening now. This is talking about when we teach. Let me read that again. And in that day, which is now, shall ye say, praise ye Yahweh. We're saying praise ye Yahweh because the Most High getting ready to give us the kingdom. Call upon his name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, not Christ. Declare his doings among the people. Are we going to do it in the kingdom? No, because the people, we don't have to declare nothing to the people. The people are going to know. It's talking about now. Make mention that his name is exalted. This is talking about now. This is a time we're supposed to be exalting his name and in the kingdom. Isaiah 17:4, and in that day it shall come to pass that the glory of Jacob shall be made thin, and the fatness of his flesh shall wax lean. Lean. You want to be lean and mean. And that's happening now. Isaiah 22:12. Let's see what that says. And in that day did Yahweh of the Most High of hosts call to weeping and to mourning and to baldness. Now, we're not going to be weeping in the kingdom. So in that day is not talking about the kingdom. So when you go to Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, and in that day 7 women, that's talking about now. It's going to start now. It's going to finish in the kingdom. To baldness and to girding with sackcloth. Let me read that again. And in that day did Yahweh, the Most High of hosts, call to weeping. We're weeping now because we want the kingdom. And to mourning, and to baldness, and to girding with sackcloth. We're girded with sackcloth. Isaiah 29, verse 18. And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book. Ooh, is that talking about in the kingdom? Are we going to be setting up camps in the kingdom? No. This is talking about right now. And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book. Meaning, the reason why Jake don't know that they're Israelites was the Most High stopped their ears. And the only ones, the ears that he's opened is the elect. And the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness, because you're going to come into the truth. You know, guys like Sarnetter and Shaka Mose and the Black Conscious guys, the Most High got blinders on them, and they're deaf of hearing. That's why they bucked up against it. Hosea 2:18, and in that day I will make a covenant from them with the beasts of the field. What is that talking about? That's talking about in the wilderness, with the fowls of the heaven and with the creeping things of the ground, and I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth. That's Esau. You're going to no more war, right? Nation shall learn war anymore, and will make them to lie down safely. That's ultimately the kingdom. The kingdom is going to start in the wilderness, because we got to get the troops together, and we got to enslave the whole planet Earth and put the rest of the Israelites back in order. Zechariah 12 verse 3. And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burden of stone. That's talking about now. That's the Palestinian Gaza situation, the genocide that's going on over there. Stone for all people, all that burden themselves with it shall be what? Shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. That's talking about this, on this side. Zechariah 14. Beautiful precept. Yeah, every pot in Jerusalem and in Yahweh shall be holiness unto Yahweh of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come, and we sacrifice ourselves for this truth, and take of them, and seetheth or cooks therein, and in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. St. John 16 verse 23. And in that day ye shall ask for nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it you. That's talking about after Yahweh left him. He left instruction for the apostles. Good scripture to read. This whole chapter, and also John 17. Keep them in thy name. Let me open up Zechariah 14 and 12. Start from 11. And men shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. That's the kingdom, which is the kingdom going to be on earth. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. The Israelites came against us. These are these ICBMs, these hypersonic missile systems. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And that's the missiles. That's the wasted to destroy in that day. That's a transitioning period of us coming into the kingdom. So the earth shall reel back and forth like a drunkard. So what does it mean by, if you go back to Isaiah, let's go back to Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. We just showed you that in the video. And as a matter of fact, it was 8 women, 7.5 women to one man. And she said, they thinking that they the prize. Wake up. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, meaning we're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to work, pay our own bills. That's not, our women are not going to be, tell Nate that our women are not going to be working in the kingdom. They're not going to have 9 to 5s in the kingdom. They're not going to be singing that song, working 9 to 5 with a way to make a living. That's talking about on this side. These women are so desperate because they got them nice little jobs. So they're going to be so desperate that they're going to get a man and it's going to be like, I'm willing to share, and they all got good jobs and they're going to take care of you. And wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. Let me get a man. This is, hey, when okay, I remember I met this woman at a club, and Yashawan met her, and a couple of brothers saw her. so brothers are like going around saying, "Yo, you should see the you should see the chick that Tahar got. Oh, you should see her. Oh my goodness." It kind of went around, you know, the new chick that I had, right? And she had rolled up on a camp in Brooklyn. So Yashawan knew her because we kind of double dated, so to speak, and with his wife and my woman. So when she rolled up, he noticed her, and he said, he told Barack, oh, he said, oh, that's Tahar's woman. That's Tahar's woman, you know? And Barack looked at her and said, where did he find you? And she said, he didn't find me. She said we found each other, you know? Well, I miss her to this day. You know, I'm gonna scoop her up. I'm gonna bring her back to her youth, and I'm gonna scoop her ass up. I asked the Most High, because I had a lot of fun with her. That particular girl right there, that particular chick. Anyway, I had a dream. It was myself, I think, Apostle Gabar, the apostles, and some other men. And Rakal had this woman with him, but she was a Simeonite, and she was fine as hell. I said, and I said, damn. I said, Rakal, man. I said, get down, you know. But but that's them dreams now. The women, the woman, you know. We're gonna get them women, bro. All you brothers are gonna get women, and you're gonna be like Jim Kelly in Into the Dragon, talking about I'll take you, baby, and I'll take you, and I'll take you, and I'll take you. He said, if I missed anybody, please understand I'm a little tired. And the Edomite chick, well, she was fine as hell. The Edomite chick, but she was a Jake. She's Italian. She died in a car accident years ago. She said, you must conserve your strength. Then she went into John Saxon's Roper, right? And she said, pick one. And Roper said, which he's a Sicilian. He said, I already have. And she said, wise decision. Hey, yo, brother, I cracked up at that part. Please forgive me. Getting a little silly over here. But anyway, they showed who was behind that movie. Weintraub or whatever his name was, Small Hat. Why did he say the Jim Kelly character, he gonna have four or five women? Because they know that they're the Israelites, man. That the Weintraub or whatever his name was, he said this guy's an Israelite. So we're gonna the scene, we're gonna have him have 5 women, you know? Anyway. And then he was able to turn down a woman, which that's the Edomite looking chick. He should have got her. He should have bagged her up, man. You know? And that was showing you that men are the prize, you know? Anyway, I think I'm done with this. You know what? I'm sorry. Let me go to the Apocrypha. Let me do it this way. And the wars. Let's see what comes up. Okay, Okay, it doesn't come up. Let me do it this way. Give me a second here. I'm not sure. It's the 15th chapter. I hadn't gone through this. Let me do this. Okay, it's in the 16th chapter, which I kind of sort of knew. Boom. Boom. Thought the word wars would come up. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I got it right here. Okay. 31st verse. Even so, in those days, which is now, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, with the guns. The modern day sword is the gun. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, meaning you're not going to have any vegetation. And her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travail therethrough. Give you a picture in your mind. The first opening scene of I Am Legend with Will Smith. He's going down Park Avenue, and I've been down that Park Avenue thousands of times. There was all kind of grass and weeds all over the place because everybody was dead except for him. It said the virgins shall, now that word can mean young women. It can also mean actual virgins. Shall mourn having no what? Bridegrooms. Bridegrooms. A man is a prize. Women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. See, they spell the wars. That's why it didn't come up. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. A lack of men. There's a shortage of men now. What do you think the ratio is of them men in Ukraine? They're so desperate. You be driving down the street, you're a Ukrainian citizen and you a grown man. You pull up at a light, a military van, and jump up and kidnap your ass, put a gun in your motherfucking hand, put a patch on you, and make you fight. And you know you're gonna die. The Russians is busting ass. They putting belt to ass to the Ukrainians, man. And here you got this guy Zelensky begging for money. And America's stuck in the middle of that shit. And Trump's approval ratings, he's not even in this thing 2 months. It's tanking, man. It says, and their husbands shall perish of what? Famine. Hear now these things and understand them. And we do. We know that this is talking about now. Ye servants of Yahweh. We understand what's going on. A lot of people going to bug out. It said, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. Women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. If you never watched the movie The Road with the Viggo Mortensen, you got to watch that movie. If you can get a DVD of that movie, you put it on the commentary. The guy that the director behind it, he got ideas from actual people that were in famines, how they lived. It was a hell of a movie, man. So, okay, let me go over here. These are precepts that we know of. More precepts proving that men are the prize. So woman says, see, these men think we are the prize. If there's a bunch of women going to an event to meet men, and they realize the ratio is like 8 to 1, then guess what? Y'all are desperate. Y'all are desperate. Okay? Okay, let me go right to the point. Go right to the point. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me read this real quick. Let me see something. Let me go to the NLT. Let's try to read this. Isaiah, son of Amos, received a message concerning the destruction of Babylon, which is America. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Let me go to the Bible Hub. Yeah, I went into this the other day, the temple prostitute. Commentary. Yes, I'm in Isaiah. Bible Hub. First verse, it mentions Babylon. Okay. The burden, rather, the utterance of the oracle, the word occurs 10 times in the headings of this section of the Bible. Isaiah 30 and 6. What does that say? Hebrew masa, and means literally a lifting up. AV following several ancient versions take it in its commoner sense of burden, things lifted, a confusion which seems as old as the time of they ain't telling me nothing, man. Let me go to another one. Okay, it says Babylon being laid waste. Neo-Babylon wasn't laid waste. It was a surgical strike. They killed the king and the lords, and they made it a province. The Medes, starting with the Medes. So these people don't know the scriptures. It says raise a signal flag on the bare hilltop, which is America. Call up an army against Babylon. The army are the missiles. Wave your hand to encourage them. That's us. We make it happen. Make it happen. As they march into the palaces of the high and mighty. Because the missiles are going to march into the march. Joel 2. I, Yahweh, have dedicated these soldiers, which are missiles, for this task. Yes, I have called mighty warriors, which are the missiles, to express my anger, and they will rejoice when I am exalted. Hear the noise on the mountains. The noise is from these missiles. Listen as the vast armies, the missiles, march. It is the noise and shouting of many nations, because the world will be at war. Yahweh of heaven's armies, the missiles, has called his army together, the missiles. most powerful missiles out of all these countries that possess missiles is Russia. They have the hypersonic missiles, which is known as Satan II. Satan means adversary, enemy. They come from distant countries, right? Because it's not just coming from Russia, it's coming from the NATO nations and the EU nations. And whatever nation, whether in India, Pakistan, Iran, whatever nations have missiles. And beyond the farthest horizon, they are the Lord's weapons to carry out his anger. With them, he will destroy the whole land. What the whole land is talking about? What? Babylon the Great. See, it gives you a different perspective when you read it in the NOT. Okay, let me see. Let me go here. Okay. The key verses here in chapter 13, verse 12. Behold, the days cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. That's Babylon the Great, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, which are Israelites. It ain't right. That's Amos chapter 9. For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give her light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, because the missiles are going to darken the sky, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked, Esau, for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, the pride of thine heart have deceived me, thou that dwelleth in the cliff of the rocks, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, Esau. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Let me look that up. So we are the prize. The Israelite man, they are the prize. Damn near 100% of the Edomite women, they fantasize about getting with a Jake man. I had this one Edomite woman when I was in my 20s. We was at a club, and it was mostly Edomites in mixed crowd, but it was Edomites. So there was one Edomite woman, good-looking woman, wanted to dance with me, and she was hugging on me and, kissing on me on the dance floor. And she said she's racist. She said, I'm racist. I said, then what the hell are you hugging on me and kissing on me? And it was with these Portuguese dudes. And these guys, I used to go out, them white boys, them guys never got lucky. I always used to get lucky, because them Edomites wanted to get with the Jake man. That was when I was in my 20s. And them dudes hated me for that shit. Okay, let me see. The burden of Babylon, which is the son of Amos. See, I don't want that. What the hell happened? I'll do this again. Should have came up. There we go. Render soul, both the words for gold are rare and poetic. They didn't tell me nothing. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Population show he so diminished that men shall be the most. Ooh-wee! The pulpit commentary. Let me read that again, nice and slow. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1. So Isaiah 4 and 1 is going to take place on this side, and it's going to finish in the kingdom. Isaiah 13 and 12 is going to start on this side, and it's going to continue in the kingdom. Population shall he so diminish that man shall be the most highly esteemed of commodities. Commodities, they trade commodities, right? Not stocks. Commodities is gold, silver, platinum. What's the other thing? You got platinum, you got copper, you got palladium, you got pork bellies, you got timber, you got marble. These are commodities. So we're gonna be a commodity, something that has value to it. It says, the more scantily the supply of a thing, the greater its the greater its value. So we're gonna be what's up. We're gonna be what's happening. The greater its value. So there's gonna be a shortage of men. That's why you got the women going to a speed dating event, realizing that the ratio is 8 women to 1 man. These guys are sitting back chilling, man. It says the golden wedge of Ophir, the best gold comes from America. Pure gold of Ophir. Ophir is mentioned as a gold region. Now, I'm going to show you something. I mentioned all these precepts, right? Okay, it says its location is uncertain. The scholars don't know where this place is. I tell you where it is. It's America. Gold of Ophir appears to have been considered especially pure, Isaiah 13 and 12. So now, 1 Corinthians 9, we know this is talking about Solomon. 1 Corinthians 9 and 28. Okay, this is what I'm going to have to do. Let me go to 1 Kings 9 and 28. And they came to Ophir and fetched from thence gold 420 talents and brought it to King Solomon. Ophir is in America. How do we know that? Because it says up here. How far? You know what? Let me do this. Okay, let me start here, the 25th verse, 1 Kings 9 and 25. And 3 times in a year did Solomon offer burnt offerings and peace offerings upon the altar, which he built unto Yahweh, because he was Yahweh Shai. And he burnt incense upon the altar that was before Yahweh. So he finished the house. And King Solomon made a navy of ships in Azion Gabar, which is beside Eloth, in the land of Edom, and on the shore of the Red Sea, in the land of Edom. And Hiram sent the navy, and Hiram sent in the navy his servants, shipmen that had knowledge of the sea, because they knew how to go from the Middle East to the Americas and come back. The route that Columbus took was pretty much the same route. It says they took the Atlantic, not the Pacific, the Atlantic, with the servants of Solomon. And they came to Ophir, which is America. That's why, right here, that's why it says it's located, its locality is uncertain. Yeah, they don't know where it is. Because they say that there's an Ophir on this side of the world, which you know, I'm not going to argue about that. But the Ophir with the fine gold of Ophir is definitely talking about America. I believe these are all references to Ophir, the gold of Ophir. This is beautiful, man. See, you got guys like Ringo TV. He fell off because he would never write any damn way. He didn't come through the straight gate. He didn't join the IUIC or GMS or the ISBK or none of them camps. He just kind of came his own way, and he ran out of gas. How can you say you were Israelite for X amount of years and you're not Israelite? Obviously, you thought that being an Israelite was a part of an organization like being a Muslim. You are an Israelite, whether you want to be or not. Okay, where am I? Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Let's do this. Give me a second. Okay, so we back here. I don't gotta watch no more of this. Let me do this here. Oh, this is new news. Okay. Yeah, this guy, Trump, and dug himself into a pit that he can't get out of. Okay, this is what I put up. Did I put this up 9? I didn't put this up no 9 hours ago. It should have came up. Okay, that's not what I want. Let me open this back up. Favor. Euro. Let me do it this way. Matter of fact. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, I wanted to find, let me see something. Okay, here it goes. Put up 2 days ago. Digital prison. Digital prison coming to Europe. CBDC. We've been talking about that here at GMS. Digital prison coming to Europe. And it's going to come across the whole world. Ultimately, everybody's going to get a chip. Christine Lagarde urges action. The digital euro must become reality. This was 5 days ago. I'm looking for this particular video. Four days ago. Breaking. Now this particular video, I can't get it up. If I find it, I'll put it in the description. The woman in the video, she basically says that that's slavery. Because they know exactly, if everything goes digital, you go out to BJ's or whatever, let's say you go to the BJ's in Brooklyn, if there is one. They know that you went there. They know exactly what you spent, what you purchased. They know what time you purchased it. And they know a pattern. If you go there once a week, they know that you're mostly in, let's say you live in Staten Island, but you shop at a Brooklyn BJ's. They figure, well, you must have relatives out there. You must have a woman out there or something. So they know, 4 days ago, breaking European Central Bank president confirms digital euro on Hedera, HBAR, and Ripple. That's a digital coin. Hey, this was a year ago. Official beginning of the digital euro preparation phase. And this is going to ultimately, you're going to have credit cards that's going to be digital CBDC, as we said in previous videos. Don't listen to IUIC and IUBK. They don't know what they're talking about when it comes to this. They hit a lot of good points on other things, but they can't deal with this. You don't have to explain it to their people. Everything gonna be CBDC, central bank digital currency, right? CBDC. It's gonna be a world dollar. So, when you go anywhere, price is gonna be adjusted based upon where you go. And ultimately, it's gonna be in your smartphones, and it's gonna go from your smartphones into your body, under the skin. And these elites, they know about, the elite bankers know about that. But they can't just spring it on to you. And then people are going to jump up and say, that's revenue. No, they're going to say, no, it's not. No, it's not. They're going to have certain pastors say, it's not the MOTB. Can't believe I can't find this video. They're calling her a clown. But guess what? You're going to have to do it. And it's going to be digital all around the planet Earth. Which is the fulfillment of Revelation 13 and 16. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next shalom.